Motorcycle Relief Project, or MRP, is not just about motorcycles. It's about family, relief, and the unbreakable bonds formed on every ride. Become a donor and you're going to be part of something much bigger, helping veterans and first responders find a place where they belong. Donate at www.motorelief.org/donate. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna play this video pretty much straight out. I'm not gonna edit it too much. I do too much rambling throughout the video, so I'm just gonna sit back, let you guys listen to the ride in real time and what I think about the bike. Enjoy, have fun. Okay, first ride on the new GSA 1300 from BMW. This one's got the adaptive ride height, so it will, there we go, it's just gone. So we're in manual mode, and so you change the gears with your foot as usual, up and down. Obviously no clutch over here, so that's in manual mode. And you select it by this button here, down here on the handlebars. That takes you from automatic mode to manual mode on this button. Now what I've just noticed is when you actually stop, so you're in 6th gear and you come up to an intersection like this and you stop, it will go back and go down the gears by itself even though it's in manual mode. So a few differences from the GSA 1250. This is bigger, the top box here, and that's got a charging port inside there. Fuel tank looks, the fuel cap looks the same. Tank's a different shape obviously. Mode button over this side is the same, and this button here So this button over here is the actual power on and power off, and then your start button is the same, the red button there, but that's your on and off. It's no longer here in front of the handlebars like in my GSA 1250, so they've moved it from there. So we're going to go along here a little bit and we'll find somewhere to pull over, and we'll have a closer look at the bike and go through a few of the settings and features. So it's quite impressive. Adaptive cruise control, it's got automatic braking, all the safety features that you can think of. Alright. So the front brake, I just braked pretty hard to stop there. The front brake didn't feel as powerful as the front brake on my GSA 1250. Mine seems to pull you up a little bit better. I don't know if that's because this is brand new and everything's bedding in. That's probably more the case. This bike's only got 18 kilometres on it, so it's brand new. Tyres aren't scrubbed in yet. Nothing. It's straight off the showroom floor. The only person that's ridden this is the mechanic who put the bike together. It shifts nice in manual mode. It's quite smooth up through the gears. It's a beautiful looking bike. I'm a real fan of it. So one of the differences I've noticed, my GSA 1250 is a bit more scalloped out in the tank here where your knee goes. This one's a little bit fuller through there, but I think overall width, like out here, mine goes out that way also, obviously. I don't think this is any wider than my GSA 1250. Yeah, definitely not wider. I'll throw a measure over it later, find out for sure. So going down the gears, yeah, there's a slight delay. Yeah. So gear changes are reasonably seamless. It's quite good. Going up is, well, it's practically a quick shifter, isn't it? Going down is a little more clunky, but it shifts very easily. Like you're not fighting it. There's no heaps of pressure or real clicky lever or anything like that. It's like the actual action is smooth and simple. So at the moment we've got the ride height is set at automatic, so you can adjust that so that you can have it high all the time, or you can have it that it's lower. Everything in this bike is adjustable. Even the suspension, you can adjust the dampening, suspension dampening, by using the Wonder Wheel and everything. But it's like individual clickers. There's like fine adjustment, so you can set it and then fine tune it. It's quite impressive actually. That just the amount of customization you can do to the bike. So if you back off and go down, it's yeah, let's start that again. So changing down gears with a few revs behind it actually makes it really seamless. Like it's smooth. I think if you wind off the throttle and change down, you can get that, you know, you can feel it going down. With a few revs like that, I just went from fourth to third. Seamless, very smooth, very easy, very confidence inspiring. This is not hard. This is the first automatic motorcycle I've ever ridden, and I've been on it now for what, 6 kilometers, and I'm picking it up pretty easy. It's a good fit. I do feel like the seat is a little firmer than mine on my GSA 1250. But again, it's brand new. Nothing's broken in on this motorcycle. Feels nimble, agile. Okay, let's try the cruise control. Slide it to on, might help. Okay, so we've got it set at 80, and the cruise control setting is in comfort. You've got comfort or dynamic. Comfort, it'll pick up the car in front of you at greater distance and keep you more of a safe distance away. Dynamic, it'll allow the motorbike to get a little bit closer to the car or truck in front. Okay, so there you go. I just went for the clutch. There's no clutch. Okay, so that's the bike finding the gear that it wants to find. I did manually change down a couple of gears, and it worked itself out that it wanted to go down another one. So I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, it's amazing to think that I'm the first person to ride this. Even the Lindsay in BMW Motorrad in Toowoomba, he hasn't even ridden it yet. So let's test this. I've got the cruise control set at 80 kilometers an hour. We're currently doing 65 kilometers an hour, and in comfort mode, this is the distance from the car in front that the motorbike's going to keep. So cars slow down like it's slowing down now, so now we're going down to below 60 kilometers an hour. The adaptive cruise is still set at 80, and it's controlling the speed of the bike quite well. Okay, let's try, there we go. So we're in drive mode now, which is full auto. Haven't used this mode yet. I've been told that I was told that it's pretty jumpy between first and second. That was quite easy. It's already gone up into third. It's gone into fourth. I'll have to find some place to turn around. When I find a nice little spot, I might quickly jump off and just go through a few of the features of the bike. This is a very, very easy bike to ride. Alright, this looks promising. We shall stop here. Alright, it's found first gear. So now if you need to find neutral, apparently you just push, there we go. So you push your gear lever all the way down and hold it, and that's how you find neutral. Okay, on the side stand the bike's got a bit of a lean, more so than my GSA 1250. That suspension should have lowered now. I think it goes down 30 mil when you stop, so it's quite easy. Both feet flat on the ground. I'm 6 foot, 6'1". I got no problems either way with the bike, but when it's low, like it comes to a traffic light, it'll sink. It's no dramas whatsoever. 2 feet flat on the floor. When you take off, you reach 50 kilometers an hour or something, it rises itself back up. So let's have a look at some of the features on the bike. So inside here there's a charging port inside there, and that will fit, actually I probably should throw it in there, that will fit my new iPhone. Rightio, so press this button on top here, you've got windscreen. Use your wonder wheel and use this up and down button, here, and you'll see the windscreen come up and go down. So now when you turn the bike off,
if you like the windscreen, say there, halfway up, let's leave it right down. But if you left it halfway up, you turn the bike off, you walk away, you come back, you start the bike, you take off riding, it will actually come back up into the position where you have it set. When you turn the bike off, it always goes down into the low position. So, but when you ride away, it'll come back to the previous setting. So you got your traction control, you can turn on and off. Dampening, so we're in road mode. So you got your ride height, which is set to auto. You can change that. The usual stuff, your heated grips, that kind of thing. Right, let's go. So it says so far we're getting about 5.2 litres for the 100k. And there's 30 kilometres on the odometer. Alright, so this mode button is similar if you're familiar with BMW, the GSA 1250 or whatnot. The modes are the same. It's just a simple press. There's no winding the throttle forward or anything for it to set itself. It will just do it. So let's try dynamic on the way home. Alright, so vehicle settings. You got your ride mode pre-selection, so at the moment it's got rain. We got rid of eco, so it's dynamic, enduro, rain and road. You can obviously put your pro modes in there if you want to. Shift lights, all kinds of stuff. So that's how you select your riding mode in your vehicle settings. System settings, this is all pretty familiar stuff when it comes to BMW, your TFT, so your older models like my GSA 1250. This is very familiar, sort of what I'm used to. So there's no navigation on here, obviously. We've got the sports mode here. What's that? Oh yeah, that's a sports display. So it just changes the display. That looks fun. Let's leave it in that. Horn, everything is all the same. Yeah, geez, I don't know what else to really say. It's very nice looking bike. Beautiful, nimble. These lights, these fog lights, are actually built in. They're not like a stick-on with a bracket. That's actually part of the moulding. With the enduro setup that this bike's got, the indicators are gone from out of the handguards, and the indicators are back here where they normally are. So if you didn't have the enduro thing on this bike, which is, I think you pay $500-600 for it, the indicators would be mounted in here. Unfortunately, the old luggage from my GSA 1250 will not fit this bike. It's all got its own luggage, so if you buy the bike, you've got to buy the luggage again. Rear radar for rear approaching traffic, and your tank bag mount is here. You can do all sorts of mole webbing mounts here. These slots, like you can put some side bags on, but you can use these for mounting pretty much anything. Alright, we better get this bike back, or they'll be sending out the police to find me. Alright. Actually, let's change that. That's better. I'm used to this layout. I couldn't find what I needed to see. So, bike won't go into gear unless you have the brake on. Nice little safety feature. Okay, we're still in manual mode. Okay, a bit of slow manoeuvring. This is about as off-road as I dare to go. I don't want to take it back dirty, especially being the first person to ever ride it. Let's stick that in drive. Alright, well it gets up and boogies alright. It's a shame about the roadworks, can't get a good run at it, but you get the idea. It pulls hard, so certainly not lacking anything. Certainly not a disappointment coming from the 1250 GSA to this. Being in dynamic, it is holding that gear longer between shifts, which is what you want. You don't want it jumping around all over the place. You got what do you call it, like a blind spot monitoring in the mirrors. So the mirrors have power running up into them, and they're, you know, like what you see in a car, pretty much. If someone's beside you, you want to go across, a little yellow light will be in there telling you not to do it. Not safe. However, this bike, very safe. There we go, you can see the yellow light now picking up that car. Okay, you can really feel the bike coming down with the adaptive. Pulled up then, I was kind of on tippy toes, and the longer we sat, the lower the bike went, and by the time we took off I was on flat feet again. handling on this bike is exceptional. It's a very, very good handling motorcycle. It feels a lot smaller than it actually is, and you'll probably get a lot of people saying that when they ride this, but it's true. I can vouch for it. Having come from a BMW GS 1200 to the GSA 1250, and then riding this, they all handle well, but I think this one's the most nimble. This really does not feel like a big bike at all. So just a quick press of the set resume, and you'll drop your cruise control speeds down in 10 km/h increments. If you want to, you can tap it back and go, 1 km/h if you want. But yeah, just a simple 1.5 2 second pull on the little lever, and yeah, you drop 10 k's an hour in one go. Down back into the beautiful city of Toowoomba. Oh, I see the popo over there. They're doing some TV news thing. Highway patrol, traffic branch. There's a motorbike and a Stinger over there. Might have to watch the news tonight. Okay, rear brake works well. mode. We don't want enduro. Go back to rain mode. So changing modes on the fly, you do have to wind off the throttle to get it to set. I was stationary before when I was trying it, so yeah, when you're stationary obviously it just pops straight in, but yeah, when you're mobile you do need to wind off the throttle to get the mode to change after you select it. So with the windscreen down, it's in this down position at the moment. It's got great vision over the windscreen, good vision all around the bike actually. Feels just like almost like a big dirt bike to ride. Okay. So what do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. You like this or still not a fan because you think it's mega fugly and you wouldn't have it in your shed under any circumstances because BMW have screwed up the design of a true classic? Let me know. I think they've made a change for the better. I quite like it. I've always been a fan of the different styling since it was first introduced, since the little spy shots were running around on the internet. It piqued my interest back then, and I'm just so grateful that I not only get to test ride one, but that I'm the first person at my local dealer to do so. Might be one of the perks of buying new motorcycles from them. It's certainly where I purchased my GSA 1250 a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's a 2022 model. In triple black actually. It's a great bike. I love it. This one though, game changer. I think I'm calling it. I think the amount of tech, and again, you know, some people will shy away from the tech. oh, more to go wrong, blah blah blah, but it makes it for a much safer riding experience. And it's not detracting from power or handling or any of those things. It's just for me, it's just a win-win-win. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm almost back at the dealer. So, yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts, comment in the comment section, like the video if you like it. Probably sick of my voice rambling on. Anyway, thanks for coming along on another 1-2 adventure. That would be my bike right there. Oh, it's awesome.
Wow.
It's really, really good. You should have come.
Someone loves it.
Ah, now I'm rolling backwards. Awesome, mate. It's really, really good. Really, really, really good. No, well, I was trying to compare it, you know, and I wouldn't say that this is a ton more powerful, like I didn't feel it, but it does feel a lot more nimble.
Does that come from the chassis too?
Yeah, it's a really nice bike to ride. Yeah, it's easy to ride. Extremely easy to ride.
Rode that 1300 the first time. It felt a lot more sporty.
Yeah. Oh, because of the size.